Hello once again. Another comic book haul related to the last one, but separate. And these are all books. None of them were dollar bin books. I think the cheapest one that I picked up was initially marked at $5, and the person divided the price at half where I bought it. So I'm going to start with that one first. I picked it up. It was an issue number one of For Young Justice, and I wasn't sure. I thought, okay, I don't think it's actually that Young Justice number one, and it isn't. It's a one shot. I got this at the Goodwill store. Like I said, it was marked at $5. They divided it in half. So issue number one of Young Justice: Sins of Youth from May 2000. Creators are David, Knock, and Strucker. So there you go. And oop, wrong way. So, but that was just a cool little and I'm going to read it, and we'll see whether I keep it or not. Really like the Young Justice TV show, so that one probably is going to stay with me. So, okay, now that was the only book that I bought from Goodwill, and I bought that on the same day I went to one of the WeBook-ins from the previous haul and bought stuff. So it was on a day, I think it was last Wednesday when I went to pick up, or was it Wednesday or Thursday? See, because I did my new comic book day video, and I said, oh, I picked stuff up on Wednesday and I picked stuff up on Friday. I was mistaken. It was Thursday and Friday because I had to be at home on Wednesday for delivery stuff. So I'm gonna have to go back to that video and edit the description a little bit. I'm not gonna reshoot it. No, not gonna happen. All right. But we're going to start with books that I picked up on Friday, and I know I picked it up on Friday because I had went to Rolling Tales to pick up the books that I ordered from them. And then it was too hot, so instead of going home, I went to City Center Mall, where Revolver is located. One of the Revolvers in the city, one that is closest to me and easy to get to. And I went through and found some books, and for these books I paid for specifically, and the guy behind the counter let me have something for free because I was buying other stuff. It wasn't. He let me have it. It didn't have any sort of price on it. Neither one of us knew if it was worth anything. It was originally in a poly bag. I don't know. I looked it up. I think he probably gave me a better deal than he should have. But I was buying a couple books that were worth a little bit more. All right. The first two books that I'm going to show, actually, I'm going to show that. No, I'm going to show this first. I'd seen this previously and I didn't pick it up, but I sort of looked it up after the fact, and it is X-Men: The Wedding Album, magazine size. So yeah, it's not considered a key or anything, but I think it's an important book to have and read. And I've already put it in a new bag and board, and I bought that for $9. No, actually it was $10. It was $9.99, and it's inside. It's basically looks brand new, so like almost perfect condition. So that was an excellent find. So the last, I'm going to show the other two books that I bought because they're the more valuable books that I bought. I'm going to show you the thing that he gave me. It's also magazine sized. It's G.I. Joe Headquarters Quarterly, issue number 8 from fall of 1994. Like I said, it was originally in a poly bag, but I decided to take it out. I decided to take it out because I want to read it. And it was in a poly bag, and it was like sent to a retailer as an incentive. And so there's the letter that was sent to the retailer from the editor and publisher, Joe Bondarchuk, and it also came with a trading card that supposedly you can't get anywhere else. So, yeah, I probably should have spent a little bit of money on that one. It probably shouldn't have been free. I probably should have spent at least $10 on that. I was happy to, but he gave it to me for nothing because I bought these two books. And one of them I put in a different bag and board because I wanted to save. It was in a Mylar, and one of the other books that I had I'm going to end the video with that I just picked up yesterday. I had to put that in that. I had to put that in the Mylar because it's a much better book. Anyway, but first off, we have Josie and the Pussycats, issue number one. This is issue number one from 1993, though. So Josie and the Pussycats, 1993, number one, as seen on Cartoon Network, and this was $14.99. So, but it is crisp. It is very good condition, and I like Josie and the Pussycats. I like Sabrina more, but I like Josie and the Pussycats. So that was a good find. Now, they also had an issue of Pep. This is a 20-cent issue from January of 1974. Issue number 285. Not in perfect shape, but I'm still in pretty good shape. And I paid $20 for it. I either paid $20 or 25. I can't remember exactly what the price was because it was on the sticker was on the other cover and it didn't come off properly. So, because I was going to stick it to the back of the board so I remembered the price. But I'm pretty sure it was 20. It was either $20.99 or it was $24.99. One of those two, I think. Maybe it was $19.99. Anyway, so this is issue number 285 of Pep from January 1974, 20 center, and I had to have that just for that cover. It's not considered a key or anything, and what I paid for it might be actually a little less than what it might be valued. In absolute perfect shape, I think this is like a 60, 70, $80, but I can't remember. It's probably closer to a $50 or $60 book. But I picked that up, and it's not in perfect shape. It's got some spine ticks and stuff, but yeah, I've been picking up old Archies when I find them at a decent price because I consider them to be quite very undervalued. Um, Shout out to Mark Issues with Archie Comics. I think that's how he says at the name of his channel. I'll put a shout out to him. I'll put him in the description so he can see that. Um, yeah, now the last two books. I have to do it. I'm sliding in my chair. Oh, this is not a good idea. Okay. Ooh. All right. Pick these up just yesterday for me. Last Sunday for when you're seeing. Actually, you're seeing this. It's probably the Monday after that. So you're probably seeing this on the 22nd. Yeah, it'll be the 22nd. So, yeah, whatever. I'm going to show let's see, what am I going to show first? Yeah, I'm going to save the, what I consider the big book, and which really is the big book, although it's probably not the more valuable of the two books for the end. Yeah, because I know Nate will like it, and I know KMunin won't. But first up, I found in one of the booths at the Old Strathcona Antique Mall, um, and these two books came from the Old Strathcona Antique Mall. I was going through, and I'd been seen this vendor before, and I'd not looked in a while. I thought, oh, so this is where this box is now. So I was going through as gingerly as possible while I was there because I had re-aggravated my back that yesterday. Um, and it started, and I got to Ewoks number one. And I was like, ooh, cool. Now, I'm not a big fan of collecting that series or anything, but I know what exists for that series. And I said, there's no way it's in here. There's no way. There's no way it's in here. And the Ewoks number one was marked at $20. And I thought, well, if it's not in here, I'll get that one. So, and I was flipping, and oh boy, I found it. Ewoks number 10. Yeah, take a look at that. And it was 26 bucks. And if you know what it costs to find this book, you know that's not enough. That they didn't charge enough. But it was at an antique mall, and it's the vendor's job to know. And even if I had pointed it out to somebody, there was no. It's not like the person who runs the booth is there and is available to tell them this book should be more. And this is something that Mike from Lunch Money Comics did in one of his videos. Even if he'd wanted to, at one point there was a couple books that he says They probably should be more, or if there was a book that he was trying to get a deal on. Most of the people that set up at antique malls, they're not there, and so you can't really talk to anybody about it. So, and it's their job to know if they're going to be selling things like this. They need to know. And this is not a $26 book. This is like an $80 book. So, yeah. And I mean, it's not in 100% perfect shape, but this is a nice shape. So, I took that. And I probably should have taken the issue number 1 as well, but I decided not to. And it's not something I necessarily have to have. A part of me kind of wants to have all these things, but considering the value of the book, I might trade it to somebody for something else I want more. Specifically, something that one of the better things for G.I. Joe, Transformers, or Star Wars. So if you're interested, maybe you could send me. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet, but yeah, I don't know if it's something I'm going to keep permanently. That's probably the first book that I've ever bought that I bought it specifically that I might buy it to trade to get something cool because I know people want that. So anyway, last book. This will make Nate happy. It won't make KMunin happy. I came across this and in one booth, and I did not realize that booth I'd never seen comic books in it before, and it was $15. And I was like, what? Why is this $15? Of course, KMunin would just throw it on the trash. So this is Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, issue number 45. And the vendor marked it as, they obviously knew enough about comic books, marked it as very fine. So, yeah. Ooh, sorry about the glare. This is the book I decided I needed to put it in one of the Marlars that the other Archie was in. So, and it didn't have, it was in a, here, I'll see if I can find it. I'm not sure where that went. Oh, there it is. It was in this. So I was like, no, that needs to go in a bag and for it. So Lois Lane, Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, issue number 45. I'm sorry, KMunin, I had to get it. And Nate, yes, it was only $15. All right, that is the haul for today. Um, I don't know if I'm going to shoot any more videos today or not. There's stuff I need to do, but I don't know if my back is going to do it or not. Oh, I can see what time it is. No, I don't have time. All right. Thank you very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. I don't even know if I'm going to have time to upload this right now. I hope you're having a great day. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Bye for now.